This vid. Hello. Good morning, good evening, and good night to anybody, to everybody, to some who's not seeing daylight right now because it's night. Anyways, my thing is this part right here is about my boy Killer Mike. He about to talk about this part where he thought we could have made a better deal with Trump as a black community than Biden. But he didn't vote for Trump. And his guy he did want to win, Bernie Sanders, like always, bowed out. I ain't gonna say completely bowed out, but I'm telling you, he bowed out, basically sold his seat and got another mansion. Think about it. But you mad because this man bowed out. Nah, you shouldn't even roll with that dude after the first time when he did it with Hillary. You should have left that man alone then and found somebody else to roll with. Like, for instance, what you about to say right now. And then you didn't vote for him because of who he is. That's what I'm saying. We letting the hate or the anger for a person get in the way of policies that could have worked more towards us for the black community, bro. That's what I'm trying to say, yo. So here we go. We finna play this little vid right quick. And I'm gonna let y'all hear this, man. I'm wild. I'm astonished. I'm like confused. Why didn't you say something beforehand when you seen your boy bow out again? You feel what I'm saying, man? Instead of letting people just go to the polls blindly on hate. See, we can't be going off of hate, yo. We got to look at these people policies, man. Democrat or Republican. You know what I mean? The policy is what stands out. And we know this is the Biden administration is an extension of the Obama administration. You know what I mean? The parental right bill down in Florida, the Senate just passed. Biden get up there on the next day and poop on it and shit on his bill when it's all about protecting kindergartens to third grade, which I still say he should have went to the fifth grade and higher. But he did something to protect them kids from being groomed. You know what I'm saying? That's an extension of Obama's. I don't care what nobody say. And being a conservative nowadays, boy, that bill that Obama made back then, the 10 years without due process, you can be locked up if you consider the domestic terrorists. What was they trying to do after Biden won in the January 6th things? They was trying to label any conservative that was about Trump, that was for Trump, a domestic terrorist in some forms, in some ways. If you looked at MSNBC and all these other show things, that's all you saw. Trump told them to go do that. Trump said go storm the Capitol. No, he didn't. Look at the edited version and then look at the real version. He never said that. He said go peacefully. He did. This is what I'm saying when we misleading our people, period. You know what I mean? We misleading them or we letting them be misled. It's things that we could have did under Trump that we ain't gonna have no chance under Biden. And it's things you could have said before the elections that could have swayed more people to swaying towards Trump. It's gonna be too late for the next election because what they doing now, to me, in my eyes, these are my opinions. These does not reflect the opinions of the people on this podcast. The immigrations. George Soros know what he's doing. You know what I mean? 5 to 10 million people, 20 million people coming in. We only make up 13% as black people. They noticed that black people was waking up to their BS. You dig? So if you flood the borders with immigrations, and then of course they're gonna get asylum because they're gonna be here, and the Democrats gonna run with that. You know why? Because it's gonna replace the votes of the people they used to have. Me, for instance. All of immigrated people that's coming over the border are Democratic voters, or will be. You see, they don't let Cubans come in like that. They don't let no country really that'll come here and vote Republican or outside of socialism. And that's what the Democratic Party is now to me, socialism. You dig? They know because in their country, they struggled, starved, and had all that in Cuba and all these other little countries that will come here and vote conservative versus socialism, which is democratic, to me. That's all it is nowadays. And I'm against socialism 100%. The bull crap. But them people from Cuba would have came and did that. But the people they let in are people that they know gonna vote Democrat. That's why they letting them in. And then it's gonna replace the votes, our votes. Our votes ain't gonna mean nothing later now. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna cancel us out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking the future stuff. I'm not talking the past, YouTube, and whoever gonna go to report this to YouTube. This is for the future. They said don't talk about past elections and all that, and I'm not talking about that. All right? I'm talking about future elections, which means, like I said, with all the immigrations that's happening right now, is to replace the black vote and most of the white votes that vote conservative. That's why you got them spacing them out in each state. Each state get about 500,000 more people, citizens living in it. Yeah, we got them here in Wisconsin too. Yeah, They snuck them down up here too. You know what I mean? They do it all during the middle of the night, and then you see the little communities of Syrians or Mexicans too. You see the little communities build up in your state, and knowing that all of them are voters for the Democratic Party. They all replaced the votes of people who woke up to the party, the Democratic Party, and now is against it, but they replaced them votes. In that 20 million, 30 million people that they let in, that's going that way, that's basically replacing all the black vote. And people don't talk about that, man. That needs to be talked about. All right, now, this is the part I'm talking about right here with Killer Mike. When he said this and he knew this, my boy, you could have did more, dog. Because your boy Bernie Sanders was gonna buy it out anyways. He needed another mention for one of his kids, probably. Now all his kids got a mention. Allegedly, this is not. I'm just saying this is my opinion. This is a joke on that part of it. I don't know if he doing it, running, and then getting all the money he need to buy his kids a mansion or not. I'm just saying. Example: who needs 3 or 4 mansions? And you only one person. I know Oprah got about 10. I know certain people do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
What I mean is, for the first time in my lifetime, I saw with Trump a casino owner, a business person, someone who was just looking to cut a deal.
Okay.
And I feel like we had a better chance of cutting a deal between him and Biden with him. I didn't vote for him. I didn't necessarily want him to win, but I'm like, man, being a kid who had been in the streets, I'm like,
now you say something.
Right. The other guy not gonna cut no deal.
Now you say something.
Guy in with Auntie told him they got the back.
Right.
He's not gonna even listen to us.
Right.
And
but we knew he wasn't gonna cut a deal. We knew Biden wouldn't cut a deal because he even told, like I said, Cube. He told Cube, wait till after the election. Why wait till after? Show me what you gonna do before. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. You heard the Cube deal. You might not agree with what Cube had on the table, but Cube was bringing something to the table for black people. Even if we wouldn't have got a whole 100% of what Cube wanted, 75, even 50% of it was better than nothing. And what are we getting now? That what Cube asked for under Biden, what's it called? What did we get? At least I haven't heard nothing yet. We got nothing. Did they even go back to the table with Cube? I don't know yet. You know what I mean? If I'm wrong, then somebody put it in the comments or something and let me know I'm wrong. All right, let's go ahead and finish this off a little bit.
so I think Biden has been who he has been his whole time. I think he is the same politician that invoked the word super predator.
Thank you.
He is the same politician that pushed for disproportionate sentencing.
Thank you.
Sentencing between crack and cocaine. I think he's arrogant. I think
of course
he's ignorant. And
yes.
I think he does not have the best of our community in mind. Nor do I.
But did you not say? Why didn't you say this before, bro? This is not disrespect to you, my dude. Real talk. Why didn't you just say that beforehand, bro? A lot of people would have heard you, bro, because ain't nobody hearing me. But you got a podium. All this you saying now is kind of too late to say. You should have said that back in 2019, 2020, whenever the elections was going on. You could have said that, and maybe it would have went another route. You know what I'm saying? You could have said these things, bro. I mean, you could have woke up a lot of people. And I don't understand why nobody go back and look what the Democratic Party was about before black people got into it. Black Wall Street was conservatives. Them boys, them people used to walk around with suits on, minding their own business. The Democratic Party, white people, went in there and shut their shit down. So what does that tell you about the Democratic Party? And then after they burned and killed all them people in the Black Wall Street area thing, they started going out there and pandering to black people to get into their party. So that's why I call the Democratic Party, and the black people that's in there are just the black face for the white Democratic Party and agenda. Now focus on that one.
I think the black advisors he has. I don't think I think they have the best for the black Democratic community. But I grew up in a black community that had Democrats, Republicans. Again, my heroes and villains. The same neighborhood I grew up in, birthed some of the strongest black Democrat supporters. Also produced Herman Cain.
Oh wow.
You know,
Black faces for the Democratic Party. I don't care what nobody say. Real talk. That's all that is, and they keep them in the neighborhood in our hoods to pander for our votes. Period. They not working for us. They getting our votes. That's all they are doing.
Oh,
so for me, my thing is where can we get something? You know, so I don't think that the Democratic Party has in the last 60 years done right by black folks. I think that black Democrats, like Marion Barry, has
No,
done right.
nah,
Maynard has done right.
nah.
Andy has done right.
They're not doing
I
enough.
think that we've had.
They can't do enough.
David
Not under the Democratic umbrella. They can't do enough under the Democratic umbrella. It's gonna have to move on to your party, Progressive Party, and do more there. Because the Democratic Party, they only doing one agenda. That's why they keep black people in front of it to keep us going voting that way. That's how I've seen it since I woke up to Obama. And nobody else, y'all don't see it. I see it, bro. And then I started investigating that or doing my research on the Democratic Party. Like you said, 60 years, bro. 60 years ago, they started putting black people in front of it. Right after that, what's it called? BS, the Black Wall Street shit, or during. But don't at that time, you know what they did? Told Black Wall Street basically, fuck up. Never probably be another Black Wall Street like that. They was conservative, bro. They had rules and structures they abide by in that community. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Think about it.
Whichever.
Washington Dinkins.
Dinkins. I'm saying Dinkins.
That's your black side.
Yeah. So yeah. Hey, man. Negro.
Washington.
I like dude, dog.
But I think that we've had some black Democrats that tried their best, but as a party, I think the Democratic Party could do much better by us.
Yeah, we got black people that tried their best under the Democratic umbrella. But the Democratic umbrella, being under that, they would not let them black people get too much of what they want, no matter how you look at it. Then the black people, they be in that office so long that they just say, skip it. I'm going to do what I got to do to hold my position. You know how that is. Believe me, in the hood, all day. Like I said, I compare it all the time. You got that big drug dealer. And he got his guys around him. He keep them up on their feet, but he never let them reach where he at. That's the same thing in any business too. They won't let you go black bosses in the hood. They keep the little niggas around them. They hitters. You know, I was once under that kind of like that. You know what I mean? And they do what they do to make sure he taken care of because they know the money come down to them too. But they never let them reach that top. And that's the same as the Democratic Party. The white people in the Democratic Party would not let black people get to the point where they have more control of them inside that party. Believe it or not, Nancy Pelosi an example.
And I think that if the Democratic Party and their leadership does not do better by black people, I think what they're going to start to see is in pockets, black men in particular start to exit that party.
Exactly. And they see this, black men exiting in the Democratic Party. And that's why they're opening the borders to replace everybody that leaves the Democratic Party from black side votes. It's basically what's happening with that situation. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? They replacing our votes with immigrants. Because they're going to legalize them immigrants to vote. Real talk. Watch. Just watch. That's already happened. They eliminating our vote because they see us leaving it. They see people waking up to them. Now, would it kill them though? It'd kill them hard too. If all them immigrants that come over here and we find where they at or what communities they in and we go talk to them, you know what I mean? Let them see, bro, the country you just came from are the same people you're about to vote for to make our country the same way your country is. You feel what I'm saying? We can reach out to them and open their eyes. Then the Democratic Party, kapoosh. They'd be mad, dog. They'd be mad, bro. When all the people they just gave asylum to and all that goes to the poll and vote opposite of Democrat. You know what I mean? Or liberal. You know what I mean? Because they see and they know, okay, this is what's happening in our country. We can't do this. We got to go the other route. We already legalized here now. They can't take it away from us now. We're going to vote the right way against what happened in our country. Yeah, I'm just playing around with that. But you get what I'm saying, though. There's a way we can reach them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All right, here we go again. Some more, a little bit more.
Options. So I would advise Black Democrats because I'm neither Democrat or Republican. I'm whatever I need to be on a local level to advance my people.
You just said it. You should have been a better leader before the elections to let people see. Because if you look back and see everything that Trump said was going to happen has happened and it is happening right now. Under Trump was running this motherfucker like a business. Yeah, we was in debt. We in debt anyway from all the other presidents, so it don't matter about the debt issue because once they dump the dollar, it's over. Once they dump the debt, China dumped the debt, and like Russia doing right now with the rubles and all that, our dollar going down anyways. That's nothing. We already know this is happening now. But it wouldn't have happened if Trump would have been in office because Putin wouldn't have been, that pipeline wouldn't have been opened up for Putin to make these kind of deals. See what I'm saying? So what you just said, and what you did is just let the black people go to the polls without any guidance, without any foresight. When you could have did something, bro. You could have took 100,000 people the other route. Though Trump probably would have lost anyways, yet and still, at least that 100,000 people could have did some research and figured this out and then dug into it more. You know what I'm saying? Even the simplest mind person of the poor in our area, my area, or me too, period, would have been awakened to something. You could have did that, my dude. I like you, dog. I don't care how much pushback I get on this, but you could have did that, my dude.
In Atlanta, that means more often than not, I voted for Black Democrats, but I voted for the Black Democrats that I thought had more for me locally. But I'd like to encourage
that's locally though.
Nationally,
we got
globally to lean into politicians that are willing to negotiate with you because politicians don't like you.
Duh, we know this.
We have a political community in this country that believe themselves above you.
Yep,
they believe
that's
their
true.
children better than yours. They believe that they should share more of the resources. They believe that people who receive TANF or welfare should take drug tests. That Congress and Senate should not. So they obviously feel themselves better than you. And if
exactly.
You're going to
that's any party.
Voting these people in office, what are you going to get in return?
Exactly.
You got to start handling them like a baby mama. What you got?
See what I'm saying, bro? What is you gonna get in return? We got nothing in return. Voting for Biden. We didn't get nothing. No deals to be made. No nothing. Trump would have gave us deals. At least gave my boy Cube a nice little deal to help the black community with businesses and opening up businesses and stuff like that. Not in California because $1,500 they can steal up to $1,500. Ain't no business gonna survive off that. Not an upstarting business, a just starting business. Come in and take $1,500 worth of my stuff and get to walk out with no consequences. And the celebrities that went along with this, I still say you celebrities that went along with that bill, if it ain't more than $1,500, you can't be prosecuted or it's a misdemeanor. Open your gates, move your security, let everybody come in your house and take $1,500 worth of out your house. For you California celebrities who went along with this, yeah, any one of you, open up your mother sucking gates and let people come take some of your dog. Because right then and there showed me y'all didn't care about the little man. Because y'all never do. But you think about this. When there's nothing else to take, where they going to go take it from? Who they going to forcibly take it from? Because California is going basically going to hell in a handbasket. And California, Mexico, you can have it. That's what it used to be anyways. Take it back. Real talk. Put a border around California so they can't come over here and go disrupt everybody else's state. Got to understand what I'm saying, man. You got the power, bro. You could have did all this, man. You just basically admitted it, but did nothing to stop it. Didn't even attempt, in my eyes, because you just said it. You didn't vote for Trump, but you seen you could have got a better deal out of Trump, which means you slowed the progression of your party, of your people. You might have not did it intentionally, but you did it. Feel what I'm saying, bro? Like you said, it's the blessed of the two evils. You said you already knew what Biden was about. Once your boy Bernie Sanders bowed out again, though you didn't like Trump, that's what you should have ran with. That's what we all should have ran with, because we all knew what Biden was and is. But no, we let the people go ahead, run to the polls with their heads, not their hearts, and no knowledge of what they was voting for.
Got for me. And if you ain't got nothing for me, I'm gonna raise hell about it.
And we
Exactly. But now you see, Biden ain't got nothing for us. I don't see you raising hell.
got to start doing them every 2-year voting too, because we go out that every 4 year for the president.
Your Congress
as soon as the
people,
2-year.
Yep, it starts in the lower parts. It starts in our community first. We vote right correctly there, and we force them to go make the deals we want in the Senate. Might not get it, but at least we'll know that from the community side, our politicians just fight for us. Democrats don't do that. They I hate to say this about my people. They get in them positions, and they want to stay in them positions. They'll tell us what we want to hear. Yet and still, even if they go say something about what they want for us and don't get it, they sweep that under the rug and say, skip that, man. I'm not going to lose my position. I'm going to tell them I'm working on it and I'm not doing nothing. But yet and still, hopefully they vote me back in again because I told them I'm working on it. I told them what I'm going to do. I made this known. You know what I mean? Gaslighting, lying to us, as the Democratic Party always have.
Local level comes.
And you got to vote down the ballot. You got to know who's running for prosecutor, who's running for judge. If you're in Atlanta right now or it's DeKalb County, Chief Judge Osher Jackson's running.
All right. Well, my video went on longer than I wanted it to go, but regardless of the fact, I'm going to post this one right away. All right. If you see this video, leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you think. What could have been stopped and what could have been done, and what could my boy Killer Mike done differently when he saw his boy Sanders bow out again. All right, that's it.